Hi, this is Lance Snyder with FlashDen.net, and I'm going to walk you through the steps of loading XML data into Flash using Actionscript 3. Now, if you've done this with Actionscript 2, you know how much of a pain it can be. You have to use the first child and the child nodes, and it's all based on like what order and numbers and stuff, and not by the names of the nodes. So it's just kind of a pain. The Actionscript 3 way is just a whole lot better and a whole lot easier. All right, here is the XML that we are going to load into Flash. It's just simple. It's for a gallery. You've got your gallery info. It's got a couple of attributes here. You've got your gallery title, and then we've got our images. There are just three of them. Each one's got its source, title, and description. Now, the description has some HTML text in here, so I'm using the CData tags. You've got to put those there. If you're going to use HTML text, and you've got to close it up like that. You probably already know that because this is not new to ActionScript 3, but I thought I'd mention it. Alright, so let's start writing the code. First thing we need to do is create the URL loader. Now what this does is it actually loads the URL, in this case the XML file. So let's just call it XML loader. It's a URL loader, and just say equals new URL loader, parentheses. Alright, so next thing we need to do is create an event listener that listens for when this is complete. So dot add event listener, event dot complete, because complete is obviously the event we're looking for, and then you need to tell it what function you want it to run after it's complete. So let's call that function load XML, load XML, that's fine. Alright, so now we need to create the function load XML. It's an event void. Alright, so there it is. There's your function. Now we need to tell XML loader what XML file we want it to load. So new URL request. And in the parentheses here, we need to write the name of the XML we're going to load. So let's just make sure this is working. All right. Let's test that. Working. All right. We're almost there. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is create a new XML object. So I'm just going to call it XML data. Now, this is all the data from the XML. Well, not yet. This is just defining the object itself. Inside the function here, once it's loaded, then we define the actual, like the data for XML data. So XML data equals new XML, and then e.target.data. Now if we trace that, what we're going to get is everything that's in the XML file. And there it is. Alright, so that on its own is pretty useless to us. So let's get the image title, or no, let's start with getting the gallery title. Alright, so in ActionScript 2, what you'd have to do is say firstchild.firstchild. And I haven't done AS2 in a while, but I don't remember exactly how, but it was a pain. This one way is pretty easy. You just have to do gallery info dot gallery title dot text with parentheses. I mean, it is really intuitive. So let's do that. So let's define the variable gallery title. Let's make that a string equals XML data. That's the XML data that we defined here. Dot gallery info dot gallery title dot text. Okay, because we're getting the text out of there. So let's just make sure we did that right. There we go. This is the gallery title. Sweet. Um, that's super easy. The attributes are almost as easy. So we've got two in here, and there are a couple different ways to do it. There are probably more, but I'm just going to show you the two ways that I know. So we've got the thumb width and the thumb height, 32 and 24. So let's go and create thumb width. That's going to be a number. It starts pretty much the same as the other one, XML data dot gallery info, and say attributes, because that's what we're after. We have to define, if we do it this way, we have to define the number, which attribute we want. So in brackets, we just do 0 or 1. 0 obviously gets the first one. So thumb width, this should be 32. 32. There, good. Alright, now let's try the other way. Let's start it out pretty much the same. Just copy and paste. Change this one to height. So after gallery info, we're going to use the @ symbol and then the name of the attribute we're after. So thumb height. Okay? Let's trace that, and this should give us 24. 24. Okay, so now we know how to get a specific, like the text or an attribute. Now, what do we do if there's more than one image? Because in this one, there's just one gallery info, so it knows to go to gallery info and then go straight to gallery title. In this one, let's say we want just the image title of the second image. Here's what we'd do. We would, let's create a variable called second image. Let's get the source, and then we're after this. We're getting a string. Oops, can't spell. Now, instead of the gallery info, we're in the images. So .images.image. Now, this is where we have to define which image we want. We're after the second one, so in brackets we put image 1. And then we are after the image title. Oh, we were after the source, but that's okay. We can do second image title, whatever. Image title, and again, this one's text. So there you are. We should have, this title should say something like second image. Okay, we're set. Alright, now the only thing left to figure out is, let's say we want to get all of these images and we want to pull all of the information. Right now we'll just do just the source for each one of them. The first thing we want to do is find out how many images there actually are. So var number of images equals XML data dot images dot image dot length, in parentheses, and that will give us the number of images that we've got here. So that's 3, obviously. Then we can create just a for loop. I is less than the number of images. So it's almost exactly the same as this right here, except let's just change it to image source. So this part is going to be exactly the same. Image, so we've got the image source there, and then if we trace that out, we should get the source for each of the 3. Oh, what did I, oh, okay, sorry, forgot something. Right here in this previous one, we had said the specific one we want to get. In this one, we want that to be I, so each one will be different, and then we get image 0, 1, and 2. So those are the basics for getting XML data using Actionscript 3. For more, go to blog.flashden.net. Thanks. Bye.